This is a relaunch of my sophomore DVD, Class Quiet 2. After becoming number 6 in the world, worldwide, and receiving over 85K viewers worldwide within the first week, it was removed from YouTube. The Lionel Show was founded in 2006 with humble beginnings. In 2007, we went on a promotion spree. We had our name everywhere. In 2008, we created our first YouTube account titled The Lionel Show. We had one previously, but our first YouTube account with The Lionel Show was founded. In 2009, we created a company. TLS Inspired is just a movement in itself. In 2010, The Lionel Show became a TV show. I became the first African American and first student to have a weekly talk show on Titan TV. That was great. Now, in 2011, over 1 million viewers worldwide, and we also became YouTube partner. And also, we dropped our debut DVD in 2012. What do you know? We're dropping our second sophomore DVD. With over 1.1 million viewers worldwide, fans in over 20 countries, over 100,000 Twitter followers, over 50K viewers on just my debut DVD, over 17K viewers on just the Class Quiet 2 trailer. The time is now. I'm homeless. This didn't happen till about 8 years ago. Had a best friend. We grew up together. We went to the same elementary, middle, and high school, and even college together. He took everything. Guy name was Bruce. We even dated the sisters. And you never know who your real friends are, you know? Me and Bruce, one day we went out to get some drinks, you know? And he was asking all types of weird questions about my security. And I said, yeah, I'm secured. Why you ask, you know? He just said he was thinking about getting him a security system. At this time, I didn't even know he had got put out of his house. The next day, everything was gone. My wife is gone. And everything that I worked hard for 20 years. I worked hard for 20 years. It's gone. So I called my wife. No answer. No answer. About 2 hours later, the wife calls me from a new number. It says she's getting a divorce and she's took the kid. So I'm thinking now my life is over. Well, let me tell you how I lost my job. I began working overtime. One day my boss come in and he said his daughter is stressing him out. He says, my daughter needs a husband. She keeps finding these dudes who cheat on her. So he says, my daughter needs somebody to take care of her. And I'm thinking, okay, do I tell him now? Then I eventually say, okay, look man, I'm in a tight situation myself. I just lost everything in my home. I'm just working overtime to try to, you know, get at least some of my material items back. This is what he tells me. I either take his daughter in or I'll be fired. And I'm thinking, I've worked this hard and I have to take someone's daughter in. Now keep in mind, his daughter is unattractive. Wrong, my wife was beautiful, but his daughter wasn't nothing like my wife. He wanted me to take in his daughter or I would be fired. I was basically still married. I didn't even get a chance to officially separate from my wife. And I'm thinking, you know, I am single, but I don't want to be pressured into talking to someone who's, you know, already basically miserable. And he's thinking, you know, since I'm working overtime, I got money, I'm gonna take on this new life. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not. So, about a couple days later, he comes in, he says, I see you working a lot of overtime, and you're hardworking, but we're gonna have to let you go. The American dream can only be as much as you make it. I'm filling out job applications, trying to get back on my feet. It's really, really hard to find a new job, you know, especially with this economy. So, you know, as of now, I hold this up from time to time, trying to get, you know, at least a couple dollars to give me, you know, something to eat. It just tells you, man. I feel like all of my rights was taken away from me, you know. I didn't do nothing wrong. I even talked to a lawyer. The lawyer says, you know, he couldn't do nothing because I wasn't with a union. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't with a union. Your friends ain't really your real friends. Home went into foreclosure. I really do what I can to survive, you know. Sometimes it tastes a little tangy, you know. Did everything I could. Maybe God will bless me with, you know, something else. Here we have an innocent man, homeless, because he wouldn't take on the burden of his boss's daughter, a prime example of a human rights violation. Next, we have Adam's ex-best friend. How you doing? So, I'm 53 years old. I got addicted to drugs. You know, I thought it was cool back in my day, about 8 years ago. I've been clean for 8 years, been in jail for 8 years. I don't think I want to do that no more. Cause, you know, I lost my best friend, lost my son. Smart little boy. I miss him. Sometimes I wish I wouldn't have got addicted to that stuff, you know? The story is, you know, about 8 years ago, I had a best friend. We went to school together. My friend was a hard-working man. You know, if I could see him, I would just tell him, I'm sorry, you know, I took everything he had. I was on that stuff. But I'm in this theater program here, and we do it every Thursday from 3 to 6 p.m., you know. I get to perform. I performed all types of characters, you know. I even played a white man. You know, hopefully when I get out, try to change my life around. All right, let's bring him in. Well, you heard him. That's my time. Do you think Bruce deserves a second chance? Has he learned enough in prison? Next, we have Bruce's son, Charles. Hi, my name is Charles. I'm 19, got a full ride to the university, and I'm currently studying theater. I've changed my major 3 times from architecture, from dentistry, and I also studied business. I'm happy that I found theater because I get to express myself through characters. I wasn't able to do that in any other field, and I needed to get out some of the things from my childhood. And I've been through a lot. When I was 5, my mom died. When I was 11, my dad went to prison. My mom died of cancer. My dad went to prison because he broke into his friend's house. My father was on drugs. I knew he was on drugs when he started telling me stuff like, we can't do anything for you this month, son, because I have bills. Or you're gonna have to wear those old shoes because I wasn't able to get you any new ones. My dad would go around, you know, scratching. My professor told me, or he asked everybody to write a one-page paper about, you know, something that helps you relieve stress or whatever. And I, you know, decided to go on theater and put myself in the mindset of, you know, what happened with my dad and his best friend. This story changed my life because even though I was young, I was only 11 when he went in. After going to see him a couple times, I learned what happened, and it's very, very depressing what substance abuse can do to you. I am in a fraternity. I will be graduating in maybe 2 to 3 years. My plan is to become a movie star. I want to end with a little bit of little performance for you all. Ready? Stand. 1925. Charles has the potential to go far in life. Because he chose theater as his major, the sky is the limit for this rising star. Next, we have Charles' professor, Lionel Jackson. Hi, how are you? I am a professor and a philosopher. I teach Introduction to Philosophy, Introduction to Logic. I teach some psychology courses. I teach epistemology once a year. And I'm also working with students who study theater. My specialty is a class in ethics. I teach ethics, and I really just try to teach kids that ethics and life is thinking about theater and actors. So put yourself in a bunch of different characters, and you're playing the roles of life. Just recently, I had a student who says his major was theater and his minor was philosophy. And his story really, really touched me so much that I'm doing this interview. I asked the students to write a one-page paper. This student, name is Charles, is very inspirational how this kid was able to keep going and end up getting a full ride to a university. This kid was very strong. It takes heart, courage, and dedication to continue to, you know, strive for better things, even when your parents are gone. Philosopher and professor Lionel Jackson also has degrees in theater and business and has given his inspirational student Charles a check for $5,000 for whatever he wants to do with it, and as far as college expenses. My name is Professor Lionel Jackson, and I was class quiet too. My name is Charles, and I was class quiet too. My name is Bruce, and I am and was class quiet too. My name is Adam, and I was class quiet too. Now can I borrow some change? TLS Inspired. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, our website tls247.com, or you can email us.